In a world where good news often goes unnoticed, we're shining a light on the people and organizations that show up quietly, kindly, and consistently. This year, with the support of Budget Insurance, we're traveling across South Africa to meet the real heroes behind the scenes. Those who are making a difference where it matters most. But we're not just sharing their stories. We're also stepping in to help in the ways they need it most. From small upgrades to big boosts, we hope each gesture makes a real difference in their day-to-day work and in the lives they touch. This is the Good Things Guide Budget Insurance series, bringing stories of heart, hope, and humanity to life, one good thing at a time. We're at Hopelands in Magaliesburg today, where kindness and love is in every meal, every hug, and every safe bed. These children have faced so much, yet here they find safety and joy. Together with Budget Insurance, we're delivering the essentials they need every day: nappies, food, and cleaning supplies. Even small gestures ripple out in ways we can't always see. And we're thanking the heroes who give their hearts fully each day. Every item here ensures safety, comfort, and dignity for these children. Stephen, Sharon, what an incredible honor it is to be standing with you here in your home, Hopelands, which looks after vulnerable kids to get them homes and to get them families, and while they're here, you're giving them all the love, which is so special. For our viewers and our listeners, could you maybe tell us how Hopelands started?
Thanks for such an interesting question, because one can never find a pinpoint where it started. In 2004, I had the privilege to go to Uganda with a group of people to investigate the issue of AIDS orphans and the Watoto concept of orphan village. And Sharon couldn't go with that time. And I came back, and I think it just settled in my heart, just that connection, children being orphaned. And then that's 2004. But currently we don't really have that problem. The biggest issue at the moment in South Africa is the abandonment of babies, mainly babies, newborn babies, abandoned. Statistically, we understand it's about 900 per month, and only 300 get rescued or are saved. And we attended in January 2020, just before the pandemic. We were at a conference with Titch and Joan Smith from Live Village in Durban, and Titch actually broke the news to us about the dilemma, of all these children being abandoned. And so we got back to Magalies, and we started looking for a home. We just said, well, that's where we've got to start. Despite the fact that we were donated 19 hectares of land. I've got 19 hectares of land just on the outside of town, was donated to us when we really first started our journey in January 2018. And we found this house, and we bought it. We couldn't get money, we couldn't raise money, we couldn't get a loan from the bank, so we just did it ourselves, and we've just transformed it to the requirements based on, fire, health, safety, etc., etc. And of course for the babies.
For the babies. So
Yeah.
driving
Yeah.
in here,
Yes.
the colourfulness outside, the playground,
Yes.
it is really beautiful. It feels like a home.
Yes.
It's really special.
Yes.
How many I will say kids, how many babies do you currently have?
At present we have 9 in the home, but legally from court we have 12. 3 of them are out on what we call a leave of absence, because they are being integrated back to their family, biological family, not necessarily from the parents, because we only have, of all the children we've had, 22 through the home already, we only have 1 child that was completely abandoned. And nothing. He was just a little toddler baby boy, and they brought him to us. no identification, no clinic card, no trace of who he is, etc. And he actually carries our surname because we had to register him. And Sharon was at the court with the magistrate. The magistrate said, "What are you going to name the child?" And Sharon said, "Well, if there's no other option, then Lamprecht is the surname." So lo and behold, he's got a birth certificate. He's got our name. So our children have an extra brother, you know. But he's a completely abandoned a baby, and the rest are removed by child protection organizations. So we don't go and source children. We get contacted by child protection organizations to see if we've got space. And then there's a process that gets followed.
Yeah.
You know, our social worker, we've got a full-time social worker. Everything gets channeled through her. And then if we have space or we have room, we accept the child. And we have a philosophy in that, you know, Sharon and I, we've got our own two children, married with their children, so we've got grandchildren. We said right from the outset, you know, the home must be what you want your own children to enjoy. So, you know, we try and give them the best we can, like you remarked on that. We've got, you haven't seen the back part of the property. We've got a sandpit there and swings and all sorts of things as well.
So Stephen and Sharon, you're doing the most incredible work. And it does come from a sense of purpose. You were driven to be in this space. Is it not tough? So you've got all these little lives that you ultimately love because you're with them every day, and you want them to get back to their families or to find a forever home. You speak of the 22 little ones that have come through your house and ultimately found home. Is that not tough?
Yeah, it is very tough. It's very emotional because you get attached to the children, and every child comes with a horrific story. They don't just arrive here that they're not hurt. One of our babies have got terrible cigarette marks all over his stomach and his back, and then he also had a fractured the top and the bottom leg, and he was like 4 months old, and the parents are saying they don't know how it happened, you know. Those are the type of stories. All of our children are crystal meth children. Every single one, mothers don't stop taking crystal meth. So that's also horrific. I think the most emotional thing is when you go to court and you have to take the baby with, and the parents are there. They sort of like, well, okay, we're having the baby. It's very emotional. It becomes those days are exhausting, you know. And then they come into your heart, and they're little people. They eventually become this. They come their own.
They get their personality.
Yes, they get their personality. They just characters. Yeah. And then they leave. But I think the nicest thing with us is when they do leave, they're a happy little baby, or they're a happy little child, not a baby anymore. They're happy. They came in broken, and yet they're going out sort of wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So special little person.
So it does give you a sort of like, okay, we've done something.
There's
you know.
a reward. It's rewarding.
Yeah. So we did lose a baby, in hospital. And that was very traumatic for all of us. You know, it was such a horrific story, but it's also, the child was crystal meth, sort of, and even our staff, I think we cried for days, you know, to just know that, you know. But like I say, every child comes with a different story, and I think every child comes with the stories get worse, you know, not even better, you know.
But the work that you're doing, it makes it better.
It makes it better, yes.
And I know there are plans to extend and build what you're doing. You want to build on that, so that you can look after more kids.
That's the idea, yes, because we are inundated with requests for more children. So we only registered for 13. The house can only accommodate that limitation. We were blessed with a donor who actually helped us purchase the properties next door, and we're just in the process of waiting for the transfer to go through. And we also want to extend the age group, because we only have the current age group is 0 to 3, which is where we felt we wanted to start. But there are individual little ones here who are challenged, in relation to normality. And we then decided we need to extend the age group to 6 years. So we're going to do an application to extend for this home to 6 years, and then obviously next door is a new challenge.
A new challenge,
Fundraising,
a new chapter. It's a new chapter.
We wouldn't have gotten this far if we didn't believe in the challenge.
Yes.
Yes.
And believed. I hear people say, "How do you do it? How do you deal with it?" But it's just something in an individual or in a couple.
You're living your purpose.
And
Yes.
that's
You are
it,
living your
purpose.
purpose. I think, there are reasons, and I think sometimes they go back even to your own childhood.
Yeah.
Because that's something as a child I experienced, not to the degree that these children have. But, if you talk to me about rejection or isolation or not necessarily the bullying aspect, but, your home life and whatever happened and the tragedies that happen in your own life as you grow up, they form you.
Yes.
And they prepare you. So when you see a situation like this, it's quite fine for me. I can pick up any one of those children. One of the children that are here arrived when he was 3 days old. 3 days old. And we can just relate to you, okay, what now? The child arrives here. He was born on the Sunday. They brought him here on the Tuesday afternoon, very late. During the night, he only drank 20 mils of formula, and Sharon had to be in court with him on the Wednesday morning. So when they place a child as an emergency, within 24 hours, there has to be a court hearing, So Sharon went off first to get a medical assessment done, and the doctor there said, this child is dying. He's dehydrating, he's dying, he's coming off drugs. And Sharon got into like, oh my goodness, I've got to be in court now. And she ran off to court and saw the magistrate. Jonathan was with her, with Sharon. And, magistrate said, take the child to hospital now, go, which she did. And then waited for the court order. And Jonathan then went to the hospital. So he was hospitalized for 10 days, going through withdrawals, So, for us, we understand the complexities around that, but we're very fine with it. Actually, you can bring any child here. We can show you, we've got Sharon said, some horrific stories.
Yeah.
Cigarette burn marks, unwashed babies that haven't been washed. We had a child come in here, 8 weeks old. The mother had never bathed it in the 8 weeks. Our staff are just absolutely, they're like angels.
So I want to mention two things, because you speak about Jonathan, who's your son. He's behind the cameras, and you've got a whole team here that are helping look after all these babies. So that's the first thing I want to mention. And the second thing is you're taking these children's stories and you're completely turning them around. And you mentioned growing up with trauma or abandonment, and these children will never feel that because of you, and that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. In partnership with Budget Insurance, we asked the Good Things Guy readers to nominate organizations around the country that we're spotlighting for two reasons. One, we want to tell your story. We want more South Africans to hear about the good work that you're doing, but also we want to give something back. So we did go and buy a whole bunch of educational toys, and you sent us a list of things that you may need. Some cleaning stuff. There's some I don't know, there's Johnson's baby things and all sorts of great things. But on top of that, we also want to give you a little bit of money, because we feel that maybe that can help you in the work that you're doing. So this is not from me, this is from Budget Insurance. We're giving you 15,000 Rand.
Wow.
Which is, that's your check.
Can we have a high five on that?
High five on that.
Awesome.
Sharon, a high five from you.
Wow, we love it.
So,
Thank you.
that's for you guys.
This is phenomenal.
Wow, this
Look
is
at the smiles on
awesome.
the staff there.
It's so great.
This is an absolute blessing, and on behalf of Hopelands, we want to thank Budget Insurance and Good Things Guy for just all the effort. You know, the weather hasn't been the greatest today.
But we made it.
You made it. You persevered. So
Yes,
you know, when the storm clouds came over this afternoon, we were like, oh, are they going to make it? Are they going to make it? You know, and then I saw on Facebook, people were posting how the roads were flooded in the south where you were coming from. But yes, on behalf of Hopelands, thank you, Budget Insurance.
Yes,
thank you.
yes.
On behalf of our staff and the babies and everyone here, this is an absolute high five moment for us.
I think it's perfect to say that out of every storm there will be a rainbow
Yes.
and a light,
Yes.
and you are
Yes,
that for
yes,
these kids.
yes, yes.
So thank you for the good work from
Yeah.
Budget Insurance, Good Things Guy, and South Africa.
And South
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
South
Can I
Africa.
just add, you mentioned South Africa, and we've experienced in this journey we're on, we're not funded. We operate only on generosity of people. South Africans are amazing people, absolutely amazing. You can put a cry out there and say, we've got this issue or that issue, and the responses we get is just phenomenal. So even to all people that follow us on social media and have supported us on the journey up until now, we really want to thank everyone. Hey?
South Africa, that's you.
Thanks, South Africa.
That's you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
awesome.
Today was an incredibly emotional day, but meeting these helpers brings me so much joy. They are doing so much good, not just for the kids, but for South Africa as well. Hope lives here. This is the Good Things Guy and Budget Insurance series, bringing stories of heart, hope, and humanity to life, one good thing at a time.